What is your birth month flower? Let's discover why these blooms are meaningful. Welcome back to What's the Fact, friends. Kindly comment your opinions on this topic. Growing your own birth month flower is a beautiful way to add a personal touch to your garden. The history of birth month flowers is actually a little uncertain. Some sources suggest the tradition of birth month flowers dates back to ancient Roman times. Much like zodiac signs, they're now popular symbols of personalization. Flowers have long been symbolic of different emotions, ceremonies, relationships, and stages of life. Many of us have a favorite flower our loved ones associate us with, or a selection of flowers we sow in our yards every year because they bring us so much joy. Birth month flowers are no different, and many see them as being just as special as those floral staples. They're representative of us and make for wonderful gifts. Just like birthstones, each month of the year has a birth flower, or rather birth flowers, as there are two for each month. Growing your own birth month flower in your yard is a beautiful, subtle way to make your mark on your garden. January, carnation and snowdrop. Carnations are classic springtime flowers. They're perfect for cottage garden styles and can be grown either annuals or perennials. Snowdrops are just as impressive. February, iris and violet. Whether you opt for one of the best bearded iris varieties or the best non-bearded iris varieties, these are stunning perennial plants that will return year on year with their elegant petals. March, jonquil and daffodil. Although they look similar, due to both belonging to the Narcissus genus, jonquil and daffodil are actually two different perennials with slightly different care needs. Jonquil comes in shades of yellow and white, and is most loved for its sweet scent. It's a valuable addition to fragrant gardens for this reason. Typically, jonquils are smaller than daffodils. With a similar appearance, but arguably showier blooms, daffodils are some of the most classic varieties of narcissi bulbs to grow. There are also plenty of plants that complement daffodils to choose from when planting these flowers in your yard. Just remember to deadhead daffodils to encourage new blooms. There are plenty of jonquil and daffodil bulbs available at Burpee. April, daisy and sweet pea. English daisies, or lawn daisies, are actually widely considered weeds, cropping up in lawns unexpectedly. However, there is no denying their white blooms are beautiful and bring a sense of nostalgia for those of us who made daisy chains in our childhood. Meanwhile, annual sweet peas are some of the most fragrant flowers you can grow. With their seductive fragrance, sweet peas make great flowers for gardens. May, lily of the valley and hawthorn. Flower is lily. I don't have to do anything to help them grow. They seem to have found their ideal spot. They may be tiny, but they are surprisingly resilient. Hawthorns are just as beautiful. They're often used as hedging plants, but are also popularly grown as flowering trees. See this white Indian hawthorn shrub at fast-growing trees. June, honeysuckle and rose. When growing honeysuckle, you will likely want to set up precautions to keep it contained to an area, as it can be very invasive, warns Kristen Waddell. Many of the best honeysuckles like to climb, so give them a trellis to lift themselves off of the ground. Similarly, there are plenty of climbing roses to choose from, as well as other beautiful rose varieties growing in a shrub form for a classic summer border. Be aware there are some common rose mistakes to watch out for. July, larkspur and water lily. Larkspur is also known as delphinium, adored for its bright colors and tall spikes of blooms. Larkspur is often the name used to refer to the annual varieties of this plant. They come in blue, purple, white, and even red, adding drama to summer borders. Meanwhile, water lilies are the perfect pond plant. They grow from rhizomes in the bottom of the pond, emerging with graceful creamy flowers, often in white and pink hues. August, poppy and gladiolus. It may surprise you to learn there are several types of poppies, even some that come in shades of blue. Not only are these easy-to-grow flowers popular for wildflower gardens, but they are also often found in cottage gardens. Gladiolus is also a sophisticated flower often used in cottage-style planting schemes. It has tall stems adorned with soft blooms of all different colors. There's a type of gladioli for every backyard color palette. September, Aster and Morning Glory. With plenty of aster varieties to choose from, you can also grow climbing asters on a trellis or pergola. They have daisy-like blooms which are a stunning choice for plants for fall color. These perennials are also popular with pollinators, so they're a valuable plant to grow in a garden for pollinators. Morning Glory is also a special plant, earning its name from the fact it opens its delicate blooms early in the morning before they close again in the afternoon. October, Cosmos and Marigold. Available in a range of colors, there are both annual and perennial Cosmos varieties. You can keep Cosmos blooming by deadheading through its flowering season as its blooms fade. They're likely to self-seed if left alone, too, so you might spot some new Cosmos growing in your yard the following year. Marigolds are also a valuable addition to the yard. They will bush out and fill an area quite nicely, and they can handle being planted more thickly as well, says Kristen Waddell. Not only this, but you can plant marigolds in a vegetable garden to repel pests that can't stand the scent these flowers give off. November, Chrysanthemum and Peony. Chrysanthemums are arguably the most popular fall flower thanks to their fall hues of orange, red, and yellow. How long chrysanthemums last depend on when they're grown. Early flowering mums can be enjoyed from September into October, while late flowering mums bloom generally through October and sometimes into November. Peonies show off their display much earlier in the year, at their peak during summer. They have long been associated with love and even earned the title of Flower of the Year in 2024. December, Holly and Narcissus. Not only is holly a popular shrub for its winter berries, it also has uses as a pest repellent plant and an evergreen shrub providing year-round interest. Its spring and summer flowers are lesser known, but appear as tiny, delicate white blooms. It may be surprising for narcissus to be a December birth month flower, considering this group of plants, including daffodils, tend to bloom in spring. Thank you. Think positive, live in the beautiful flower garden. See you again.